I'm eager to help Vilja as much as I can in her quest to get her sister out of the prison in Vivec. I have come to really care for this woman, who I have been traveling with since last seed. It is now the 17th of Sun's Dusk, so that would make it about 2.5 months of traveling together. The year is getting on. Just 1 more month left. Time seems to be moving so fast since I left the Imperial prison. Inside it was at a near standstill, but out here, with my companion and friend Vilja, doing all that we've done, it's moving so fast I can hardly keep track. So now she wants me to confront this Runa, a Nord who is married, with her letter that spells out clearly that she wants nothing more to do with him, but she still wants the ingredient he said he had, the ingredient that's very rare. They used to be in a romantic relationship until she found out he was married. All things considered, I don't know how well this will go, but even being the hero of Kvatch, one who has closed many Oblivion gates, I'm not afraid of the man, but I am afraid about going to prison should this go badly. I have learned to board up my emotions until needed after 8 years in prison, but if he says something about Vilja that I don't particularly like, I might not be able to keep my rage in check. This is the Tiber Septim Hotel in the Talos Plaza district, so I'll need to really watch myself. This is also where I killed those 2 guards to get to Hieronymus Lex all those years ago. It was in a room in this inn where I had baited him to come because I made him believe that I had a clue to locating the Grey Fox. Well, he didn't arrive alone, and I had really hoped he would. I had left explicit instructions for him to come alone. I guess he had become paranoid about the Thieves Guild getting to him by that point. So when he came to the room, knocked on the door, and I opened it to let him in, that's when it went badly. I didn't check my rage then, and let it all loose. I should have waited for a better opportunity, but with 2 guards with him, they made it impossible to kill him. He fled after the first guard fell, and I was forced to deal with the second. I left the room by smashing out a glass window, knowing that he would have a bunch of guards waiting for me outside by the exit, but by then there was a citywide hunt for me, and he knew my face. I didn't get too far, not even out of Talos Plaza district, before I had half a dozen guards with their weapons drawn surrounding me. It was to either fight and die then, or give myself up. I chose the latter, planning to exact my revenge on Hieronymus Lex one day for the death of my sister. So, this place and I have a history, this time for the sake of Vilja and myself. I cannot repeat my past mistake. Vilja has asked me to go to the Tiber Septim Hotel in Talos Plaza and meet Runar, who has a sample of the ingredient Lover's Tears for her. She has given me 2 letters that I should give him in order to prove that I'm her friend and entitled to have the ingredients. I got the impression that Vilja actually would like me to read the letters. Vilja will wait for me at the Merchant's Inn in the Markets district while I go to the Tiber Septim Hotel. I don't see this going very smoothly or ending very well. Well, he's a Nord. This place is not very busy. Well, there's a Nord. Hello.
Go ahead.
Greetings.
A Nord Imperial and a Bosmer, so
it
it has to be him.
Have all been murdered. No one even knows who did it.
Hello.
Greetings.
Oh. You changed your voice? Oh, yes, I'm here about Lover's Tears that you apparently have for Vilja. I have a letter for you.
So you are a friend of Vilja's?
Yes.
I had expected her to be here in person.
I had never expected some bloke to show up in her place. Who are you? Her new boyfriend?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I don't believe you. You see, that poor silly little lass adores me. You know who I am, don't you? Runar, the love of her life.
I have a letter from Vilja for you.
A love letter? Let me read it.
Be my guest.
But what is this? A silly girl says she doesn't love me and doesn't want to see me. I bet she doesn't mean it. But, as I am a gentleman, I will of course keep my promise, even if she didn't show up in person, as I would have expected. Here, Is this the ingredient you want? By the way, this ingredient actually works as an aphrodisiac too. Put it in her drink and she will adore you. At least for a couple of hours. And that's as far as you will ever get with her. As I said, I'm the man in her life, married or not.
What do you think of Vilja?
Vilja? She's too naive for her own good. She never meant anything to me.
Alright then. Goodbye.
Good morning.
Of course I said I was her boyfriend just to try to get him off of her. Alright, well, I guess we have to go to the Merchant's Inn. Place I know well. It's where I stayed for the first few months after exiting prison. For the most part, not all the time.
Morning.
Yes, I'm not going to give her the aphrodisiac because, well, if she ever found out, she'd probably hate me and never speak to me again, for one. And for two, I want this to be an honest thing between us, not something that an alchemical ingredient started. Oh, watch out, kid.
I kill you!
How do you do?
Vilja doesn't like rats. Fergus doesn't like the cats. Okay.
What's on your mind, friend?
Yeah, hi, Vilja.
Now you got to tell me what happened. Did you talk to Runar? Did he give you the lover's tears?
I believe this is them.
You have the ingredients. That's great. Thank you. And now you must tell me about Runar. What did he say? What do you think of him? He's a scumbag, isn't he?
Well, he's certainly not honest. Definitely a scumbag.
You know, I really cannot understand that I could fall for him. Guess it was because no one has been courting me like he did. I pity his poor wife. I wouldn't want to be in her position for anything.
Fergus, maybe you should leave the cats alone?
Do you want something from me?
Yeah, we're done for now. See you later.
I'll wait for you at home. See ya.
Oh. He just killed that cat.
Hail.
Vilja, are we not
about
going to
mixing up
continue
some potions?
looking for the last
You
ingredient?
look like
There is something I have to tell you. I think we need to separate now.
Oh?
It has to do with my mission, with the last ingredient.
Tell me about your mission.
There is now only one more ingredient I need in order to help my sister. But I cannot ask for your help with that, because this ingredient is not something you can pick from a flower or find in a cave. It is more complicated than so. The last ingredient cannot be taken. It can only be given. And it cannot be given by just anybody.
Please explain.
The last ingredient is 10 drops of blood. But not any blood will do. The blood has to be given freely. And it has to come from a friend who truly treasures your friendship.
Why didn't you just ask?
Someone who loves you dearly and who would do anything for you. This kind of friendships are rare.
Vilja, I am that friend.
Do you really mean that? Do I mean that much to you? Oh, I didn't even dare to hope that you felt that way for me. You see, you mean the world to me. When I met you, my whole life changed. I don't think I've ever been so happy as during this time with you. I am so happy. Now, give me your arm, please. This won't hurt much.
Much. Ugh. Well, I feel completely drained. I thought she was going to ask for someone's soul that they had to give. Really, but 10 drops of blood, I mean, that's easy. But I don't feel... I can't move. It's like I'm paralyzed. So, is this what we're going to do now, Vilja? Just stare at me as I lay on the floor? Oh, okay. That's a little better. Huh. That was strange. So, it worked?
How are you doing, friend? You look very pale. You're not going to faint again, are you?
Alright, well, let's not talk about that. I'll be fine. Tell me about your mission.
Finally, I have all the ingredients I need in order to help my sister. Which means I will now go back to Morrowind.
I was afraid of that.
Strange, isn't it? For such a long time I wanted to go back home. And now, when it's time to leave, oh, I will miss Cyrodiil so much. And I will miss you a lot.
I'll miss you too. I really will miss you.
You will?
Of course.
Oh, I so much wish that I could stay longer. But I have to save my sister.
Mm-hmm. I would do the
Look,
same thing.
I need to go to the bloated float at waterfront and pick up a few things I left there. Come with me, please.
Okay. Let's go.
Talk later.
To the bloated float. What was she doing? Inspecting the dead rat? Oh. Okay, so the quickest way... Yeah, it's just past the Imperial City Arena. Then to the Arboretum, and then to the... No. Temple District. Yes, and then to the waterfront that way.
Tell me, what do you want?
I'm not sure why she wants to go to the bloated float. Does she want to stay there and sail away again, or... I'm not staying there another night. Let other people stay there. It's a crazy place.
What do you want?
I mean, what are the chances of it being boarded by bandits who take it over and sail off again? Probably will never happen again, but still, it did happen. And I guess I have a bit of the superstition of the commoner. Superstitions.
Greetings, both of you.
Oh.
Vilja, I would recognize you anywhere. I assume this is a friend of yours? Well then, listen to me, both of you. Vilja, Melina has asked me to go to Cyrodiil and help you collect the ingredients that she needs. Once all the ingredients are found, you can either come with me to Morrowind, or, if you prefer that, you can stay here in Cyrodiil. Then I'll bring the ingredients to Melinda, so that you can make the antidote, and hopefully get out of that horrible prison.
Alright, we already have the ingredients.
Ready? Well done, both of you. Then we can head back to Morrowind at once. Well, unless you prefer to stay here, Vilja. Vilja? I'm talking to you. It seems to me you are awfully quiet today, Vilja. I get the impression the two of you need to talk for a moment before we decide.
So, this is goodbye then.
Please stay with me.
Do you mean that? You do want us to stay together?
Of course.
I am so happy to hear those words from you. I have been secretly wishing, but I haven't dared to put my hopes too high. You see, I do love Morrowind, but our friendship is even more precious to me. If this is where you want to be, then I want to be here too. It does not matter where we are, as long as we are together.
Yes, I feel the same. So, after all this time, you finally have everything, and you've made what you need to make, and your sister should be okay. Are you sure you don't need to go to Morrowind to oversee her getting out of prison?
Goodbye.
Thordar?
Greetings. I believe I already know what you're going to say. Vilja will stay with you, right? That's probably a good choice. The two of you seem to be very devoted to each other.
And don't worry about the ingredients. I will bring them to Melina, no problems. I'm sure she'll be out of prison within a few days.
Actually, I should use my teleport scroll and hurry back to her at once. Take good care of Vilja. She's a lovely kid.
Other girls my age dress up in silk and velvet. But me? Oh no.
How are you?
Hey, have you ever heard of the expression sharing the loot?
Oh yeah.
I need some money for personal expenses. To tell the truth, it seems Melinda's business is not doing that well. I need to help her out.
I can give you quite a lot, actually, and you do deserve a good cut. So how about I give you 10,000 gold?
10,000 gold? That's generous of you. Thank you.
So, let's just talk for a little while.
Of course. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss?
You tell me about yourself. How are you feeling?
Before I went to Cyrodiil, I used to feel so certain about my future, my destiny. I thought I would have the same life as most Nord girls from Solstheim. That I would find a handsome, quiet Nord bloke and get married. We would build a house, have half a dozen of kids, he would be a hunter, and I would collect and sell ingredients. It sounds relatively pleasant, doesn't it? But I'm not too sure of it anymore. My time in Cyrodiil has shown me that life doesn't have to be that predictable. And since I met you, well, from our time together, I have learned that I appreciate other things as well. Adventure, for instance. I hadn't imagined that I would so much enjoy adventures. I no longer want a calm life with a steady work in a nice town. The adrenaline rush when entering a new dungeon. I must admit, I get a kick out of it. And even better, to discover new places. The wilderness of Cyrodiil. Sometimes the nature here is breathtaking. And to explore this country together with you is simply wonderful. I so much enjoy being a team with you.
I enjoy being with you too. Alright. Well, maybe we can just relax here for a while? Have a few drinks, and talk some more.
Hello there.
We sat down and had a few drinks, where we talked at length about anything, really, and nothing in particular. Just enjoying our friendship as it is, and happy to be in each other's company. I feel very relieved that she chose to stay with me, and that says so much about us. I can see it in her eyes that she has feelings for me that go beyond friendship. A good friend can wait for you if you travel to another province, even in these times. Someone you love, well, that's not an easy thing to leave, and I believe we are dealing with a situation like that, and not just having a good friend. I feel the same for her. So that's the question now, isn't it? Who makes the first move? We've returned to Shadenhall. I'm here to see the Count again, to ask for aid for Bruma. Hello again, my lord. Hero Kvatch. I'm sure you remember me.
I'm sorry. Although I wish to spend time speaking with you, I have much business to attend to. Please be brief.
Aid for Bruma. They need help. Can you send soldiers?
I will not forget your service to Cheydinhall. Closing the Oblivion Gate outside the city was a daring feat. I do not blame you for my son's death. He brought that upon himself, as hard as it is for a father to admit. Since the immediate threat to Cheydinhall is now eliminated, I will grant your request and send reinforcements to Bruma.
Thank you. Thanks very much. How many are you going to send to Bruma?
My soldiers are brave and capable. They will do their duty.
All right. Goodbye.
You too.
We have Coral. This, Breville and Anvil left. Sorry for me not to pick the mushrooms, but I don't think that they appreciate that. Alright. It's very easy for me to zip around between the cities now. Yes, it's been a long time since I've been to Anvil and Bravo. So, teleport to Frostcrag Spire. Oh. Yeah, inside the city it doesn't work, so we'll go outside and then go to... Maybe we'll start with Coral, actually. Maybe she'll probably want the Oblivion Gate closed, because there is one right outside the city. I was going to say that she'd probably she might just send aid, because I helped her previously find her husband's painting, but the Oblivion Gate thing is more important than finding a lost painting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.